say not traditional boxing. There's a guy named Jake Paul who is very, very known to have these crossover fights with MMA fighters, but he's going to be fighting a real boxer. Some of you may have heard of him, some of you may have not, but he will be fighting Andre August on December 15th in Orlando. And this is a guy, Andre August. He's 10-1-1, 5 wins by knockout. He's 35 years old, so still on the older edge for Jake Paul. We know he likes to fight a little bit of older dudes other than Tommy Fury. But this is a real fight for Jake Paul, Brian. What are your thoughts on this?
Is it though?
It kind of is. It kind of is.
When you say most of you probably haven't heard of him or whatever, or some of you may have, some of you haven't. I'm pretty sure 99% of people listening to this probably never have. No disrespect to Andre August, but when you look at, okay, why is Jake Paul fighting a boxer? There has to be a reason for that. And the reason is because there has to be some sort of advantage here. So as soon as this was announced, I was trying to go find it because I'm not going to sit up here and say that I've watched every single one of Andre August's fights in his career. I don't know.
Does he get ranked? Does he get ranked if he wins this fight?
Well, Andre August is 324 in the world, in the cruiserweights.
Does Jake get
BoxRec?
Yeah.
Hopefully not, but we'll see. He turned pro in 2013, and he's fought pretty sparingly since then. As a matter of fact, his one loss was to a dude named Eric Abraham, who was 3-3 at the time when Andre August was 5-0-1, and Andre August was stopped in the second round of that fight to a journeyman named Eric Abraham. And Andre August also took a 4-year layoff. Conveniently, not that long ago, he ended it. From 2019, November of that year, through August of 2023, he did not fight between that. And he's coming off a unanimous decision win over a guy named Brandon Martin, who was 7-0. So I was like, oh, undefeated fighter. You want to know the records of the guys that Brandon Martin's beaten? Don't worry about it, because I'll tell you: 5-12, 2-3, 1-6, 2-10, 2-18. And the one guy he lost to was Andre August's. Andre August's best win was probably that one, but otherwise he's got wins over guys who are 7-13, 5-16, 6-25, 0-4, and basically in that territory. So is this a real fight? I guess. ...
But are we surprised at all of that?
No,
I don't think exactly, right? We're not going to expect Jake Paul to pick someone from the cruiserweight division and be like, yo, I'm going to fight you. Like, it's just not going to happen. That's not what Jake Paul is. And at the same time, you can't kind of hate on him on it because he's made so much money doing it. Sometimes the cards are pretty nice. I mean, we had Amanda Serrano on the last one. She's usually on all the damn cards that Jake Paul fights on. So he's giving us these fights. He's promoting it well. Does he fight the best competition? No. I want to see him against Tommy Fury again. That's a fight I could be interested in again. Listen, but from all the fights that he's done, was that not the one that was probably the most fair game?
Well, yeah, because he lost it. But I also think, Tommy Fury, I don't even know what category he's in now. He struggled against KSI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
But I think with Jake Paul, though, it's a step up from Nate Diaz, I guess, from a boxing.
I mean, hey, listen, so people, Nate Diaz was getting it against Jake Paul. That was a fight I wasn't even excited about. I was like, I'm not going to watch this. And I was watching it and I was like, well, okay, Nate Diaz is giving it to him. And he took away some rounds from Jake Paul. Let's be serious here. So listen, I think this is a fight where we could actually say Jake is fighting better competition. Like, it's not an MMA fighter, which I appreciate, right? It's not a crossover fighter. Like, it's so different. I mean, Francis Ngannou did it, but not everyone's going to be doing that in the ring, right? He's fighting dudes that are older, that made their life in the octagon. So for Jake Paul to be fighting a guy that, listen, he's got 10 wins. He's got only 1 loss, 1 draw. I mean, it's not the worst fight, right? And I'm guaranteeing you, we're probably going to watch it, Brian. We're probably going to watch this damn fight. Let's be serious here.
You know what's the fight I wanted to see him fight was Hasim Rahman Jr.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is sort of the level of boxer where I want to see him tested against. But no, I'm going to watch this fight because what else is going to be on December 15th? I mean, I'm sure there's going to be the Beef O'Brady's Bowl or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be...
I'm going to probably watch that. Let's be serious here. It's me. I'm going to watch that bowl game.
the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's gonna be going on around then. I'll probably
The
bet on a couple of these things,
the
but
Pinstripe New Era Bowl, can't miss that one.
yeah, like I
You know what I'm
wanted to see
saying?
the Hasim Rahman Jr. fight at one point, but then again,
He
Hasim
didn't make
Rahman
weight. He didn't
he
make
didn't
weight.
make weight, and Hasim Rahman Jr. also lost a unanimous decision to Greg Hardy last year.
Yeah.
So there's that. But look, I watched this fight, but I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna go cover it because one, I'm not gonna be in Orlando at that point. I was just conveniently there when Amanda Serrano fought, and two, that venue is not my favorite. Is what I would say to that.
Yeah, you can go on the last episode and Brian will be telling you about how terrible that venue is. But we want to know your thoughts on Jake Paul's next fight. Are you going to watch it? And are you going to be putting any money on Andre August? Because essentially it is kind of, tougher competition for Jake. I don't know if tougher actually, but it's competition for Jake. And that's what it is.
I don't think Jake is gonna be the underdog, by the way, when the
No,
odds
he's
come out. I
no,
don't
no,
think he is.
no. But hey, you never know what could happen
Might
in
be
the ring.
close, but I don't think he's gonna be the underdog.
Let us know your comments, drop them below, and make sure to follow us on our social media channels. All right,